Hey guys, it's Justine, and we're back with another Mac Pro video. I've been using it for a few weeks now, editing a ton of projects, and now I think it's finally time to show you guys some of the things that I've been working on. Just to recap, this is the 2.5 gigahertz 28 core Mac Pro. 4 terabyte solid state drive, 384 gigs of RAM. We also have dual AMD Radeon Pro 2s. Obviously this is a machine that is built for professionals. I'm a professional, but this is like taking it to a whole nother level. We're talking people who are editing Star Wars, doing crazy motion capture, doing things that are far beyond making YouTube videos. But I will say, if I were to be doing videos like I had for the unboxing, shooting 3 8K Reds, editing a multicam timeline, then maybe this would be a machine that I would need on a daily basis. So let me show you guys some of the things that I've been doing to try to push this thing to the limit. The first thing I want to show you is over here, and this is far beyond anything that I would ever be doing with this computer. This is called Photogrammetry. Thank you to Alex Lindsay for sending me this project and all of these photos. He took these a few years ago in India, and he sent me an email and said, Justine, do you really want to push this Mac Pro to the limit? And of course, I was like, yeah. And if anybody's gonna do that, it's definitely gonna be Alex. So we're taking 190 raw images and turning it into a lifelike 3D model. And this app that we're using is called Metashape. Now, I dragged all of these in this morning, and before I started the project, I had no idea how long this normally takes. Alex said it usually takes about 2 to 3 days. I was like, what? I thought this was gonna take a few hours and I'd be done by the time I started filming this video. But so far, we're making really great progress. So you can see over here, I have everything being monitored. We have all of our cores available. We're also monitoring our CPU, GPU, and our memory. And don't forget, I also have Final Cut open over here with a 8K multicam edit happening. So there's a lot of stuff that I've been doing all day while this has been running. So the first step in this whole process was to align the photos. Now, I thought that I would use the RAWs because it would take a lot longer. He also sent JPEGs, but I was like, no, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna freaking do it. So it finds points of interest on the photos. Sometimes they'll be up to 100,000 points per image. That's insane. So it looks for the same details on other images, and when it finds them, it correlates those images with those points. Then it builds a network between all the images of these pairs, and then it uses those points to reverse engineer where the cameras needed to be to shoot these images. This will produce a point cloud, which will represent this entire image in 3D. This is a pretty intense process. Next up, we're building the mesh. So with this, we're gonna be taking those point clouds, and that's gonna be building actual surfaces so that that can be rendered out in 3D or an AR app. And then next we have building textures. And I know there was one other step that we also wanted to try out, but I left it out of this one because it was incredibly processor intensive. So that will be maybe a test that we do down the line. But I just wanted to get this process started. So far, we're halfway done. So I'm gonna let this run and do its thing, but I'm gonna show you some of the things that I've been working on here that I'm more familiar with that I do on a daily basis. The first thing that I wanna show you guys is a little HDR project that I put together. I've still been mostly doing SDR because I've never really had a monitor that was able to show me what true HDR looks like. So now that I have this, I was really excited to test this out. So here's my HDR test clip here. So what I did to do this, if you've never worked with HDR before, there's a ton of really great tutorials that Ripple Training has done, which is what I watched to get these settings. So thank you guys. So I went in and I created a wide gamut HDR. I chose Rec 2020 PQ. You also want to make sure that the library that you're working with is also set to HDR. You can check that by clicking on Modify in your library settings. So you'll see you have 2 options, Standard and Wide Gamut HDR. So if it's not already set to HDR, you can change it here. There's a few different calibrations that you can set your monitors to. So right now I have this one set to the 1600 nits, and I'm gonna set my second one sort of as my reference monitor. So we're gonna set that to the HDR display setting. Here are some of the custom display settings that you have right now. Both of these monitors are set to 1600 nits. I'm gonna scroll down here to the HDR video, so that's gonna be setting this monitor over here to an HDR setting. You'll notice instantly that this screen is much darker. So if you do want to go in and have a monitor that obviously doesn't show HDR, you can click Show HDR as tone mapped. What I'm going to do is, since this monitor is now calibrated, we're going to send this over there so you guys can see the difference. It looks amazing. But it's really hard to show you guys if you're not on an HDR monitor. But here in real life, it's a huge difference. It's really wild. When we go into color and effects, this will show you guys, we can go all the way up to 10K luminance. Normally, you don't want to go past 100. So right now, we're kind of pushing it at 400. We can boost this up even more though. Let's bring you back down to where I think you look good. case you guys forgot, we still do have that photogrammetry project that is still rendering in the background. So this is kind of my first time working with HDR, so you guys do have any suggestions or any tutorials that you've watched to help you get a better HDR workflow, please leave those in the comments or send me a tweet, because this is definitely something that I do want to get more into. YouTube does support HDR, but sometimes if you do export the video in HDR, I'm a little unsure of how it's going to process. So for the most part, I've just been sticking with SDR, but I do want to try to experiment more with this because obviously there are going to be more HDR televisions out there, so I want to get prepared. That's on my to-do list for 2020. But next up, I want to show you another fun little demo that I put together. This now is a test with some 8K ProRes 444 footage. I haven't yet added a LUT, it's all raw. Apple was claiming that the Mac Pro can do 6 streams of 8K ProRes RAW, so I thought, let's try it out. Here we go. And don't forget, we've got this entire massive project running over here on the side. Here's 1 stream, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's 6. Now none of this is graded yet, so let's just maybe do that while this is all running. Cool. Oh, that's weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9. 9 streams running almost perfectly simultaneously. Do you guys want to see it again? I do. Let's make it bigger. I feel like, what is that song? It's like, she's beautiful. That's for you. Is that James Blunt?
I can't remember.
I don't remember either, but that's what should be playing right now if I wouldn't get a copyright strike. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 streams running beautifully. And here they are, all lined up to the best of my ability. And I thought, okay, let's just add 3 more and see what happens. This is a test that I was most excited to do because I mostly shoot in 4K. So Apple says that you can get 23 streams of 4K ProRes RAW and 16 streams of ProRes 422. So right now we have some ProRes 422 footage running quite nicely. And don't forget, we also have another project that is running in the background. I'm just gonna pop a LUT on this while it's running, see what we can get. Oh, wow, it magically worked just like that. Now if you think this is exciting, this is something that took me way too long to do. I by hand put all of these in. Here's 25 running almost perfectly. You may notice there's a frame drop here and there, but when I did this initially, I didn't have anything else running in the background. So don't forget, I'm gonna keep reminding you, we have a massive 3D render happening at the same time as all of this. Next, I'm gonna show you another project that I'm currently working on. It is an unboxing of a 1984 Mac. I bought this thing on eBay, oh my gosh, probably like 2 years ago at this point. So since we rented 3 8K Reds to do the unboxing of the Mac Pro, which if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link in the description. But this was so fun, so I thought it'd be really great to shoot and edit on the new Mac Pro. So for this project, hey guys, it's Justine, and today we're unboxing something in this trash bag that came from eBay a year ago. I didn't transcode any of these files, I just took them basically directly from the Red to my hard drive and put them right into this project, which I definitely don't recommend because working with the transcoded ProRes footage is so much easier, but I really wanted to just test this out and see what it can do. So I put this all into a multicam timeline, all 3 8K Reds. I just realized that I had this set to better quality, which is kind of crazy because I usually edit in better performance. How do I break this? I'm trying to break the computer, Tyler. I love editing in a multicam timeline. This was something that I learned this year when I was working on my Final Cut tutorial. It has been so life-changing. It is so easy to edit. Multicam clips, which is usually what I'm filming with. We usually have at least 2 cameras. So here's the project. Hopefully I'll have this finished soon. Now I want to turn on my server so I can show you guys some of the stuff that I had been working on. The unboxing that we shot with this Mac Pro, the footage was such high quality that I ran out of storage space on every single thing that I had. And the only way that I was able to finish this project was using the Jellyfish server, which it's a little loud. I never thought it was loud until I got the Mac Pro and realized how quiet that thing is. This thing is 75 terabytes and I'm about halfway full. So let's boot this up and I'll show you guys my unboxing project. Do you hear? Do you guys hear the difference? It's crazy. Little update here, we've aligned the photos, built the dense cloud, and now we're on the third step, we're building the mesh. So I'm gonna keep letting this run. Then I'm gonna show you guys the unboxing video that I worked on that you've already seen posted here on YouTube. This was quite a process. First of all, I didn't transcode any of the footage into ProRes like I should have, but I managed to get it done, and honestly, I don't even think some of my other computers would have even been able to handle this at all. This entire Mac Pro project, I was curious to see how big it was. 19.47 terabytes. At this rate, I'm gonna need several jellyfish servers. I mean, this thing, I can store 75 terabytes. This is like 3 projects. This Mac Pro actually really isn't realistic either, but I'm gonna embrace it. I'll be doing some follow-up videos here on the Mac Pro, but for now, this is basically what I've been spending most of my time doing, shooting videos about the Mac Pro and then editing them on the Mac Pro. So this was kind of a look at what's been going on in the past couple of weeks with it. I'm really excited to see the outcome of this project. I'm not sure if this 3D render is gonna be completed by the time I'm done shooting this video, so if it's not, I'm gonna do a little follow-up and I'll be posting that outcome right after this. I did have to fly out for the holidays, so I haven't been back to my Mac Pro, but I did want to give you guys a look at this final 3D render because it's pretty incredible. You can see as we click through here, here's the different steps that we did. We went through the tie points, the depth maps, the dense cloud, and then here is the final 3D model. This turned out pretty awesome, and to think that this normally would take 2 to 3 days, whereas it took my Mac Pro about 20 or so hours. And I feel like that's not the most accurate number because I was editing a bunch of 8K projects in Final Cut while this was rendering in the background. If there's anything else you'd like to see me test out on this Mac Pro, please leave me a comment, send me a tweet, let me know, and I will try to test it out in my next video. I have a bunch more videos planned with this thing, but for now, I'm gonna go enjoy the holidays, and when we get back, there will be more Mac Pro goodness. So I'll see you later.